Training Small Group Leaders. This video is produced by Disciples on the Journey, a Lenten lectionary resource for faith sharing during Lent. Go to www.disciplesonthejourney.org for information about this Lenten resource. Scheduling Small Group Leader Training. Don't assume that leaders know how to conduct a small group faith sharing. Training is very important for the success of the program. 2 or 3 weeks before Lent, schedule a small group leader meeting. You may have to schedule 2 meetings because of people's busy schedules. Several dates and times give people a choice. You can publish the dates of the meetings or the training in the bulletin, announce from the pulpit, and put on parish website. The core team members can also call the leaders to make sure they have the dates of the training. The training session. At the leaders' training session, have a copy of the Lenten resource for each group leader. For each leader, also have a list of the members in their group. This list should include phone numbers and emails are the best way to contact group members. Walk through the resource to give the leaders a general understanding of how the program is structured. Acquaint them with the different steps to take during a session. Begin with the front and back covers and then go through the different sections or steps of a session: opening prayer, faith sharing questions, closing prayer and ritual, and living as disciples. Make sure leaders, facilitators, know that they are to tell their group members that the commentary and excerpt from the Pope's letter are to be read at home and not at the group sharing. The commentary and excerpt are for the members' personal enrichment and not to be discussed at the session. Only the faith sharing questions are to be discussed. Who are small group leaders? It is important to remember that they are facilitators and not teachers. Their job is to help the faith sharing process run smoothly. They are to help group members feel welcomed and at ease. They are to invite and encourage participation without forcing or embarrassing anyone. Facilitators and not teachers. Leaders participate like all other members. They are not expected to be scripture scholars or to explain the scriptures. If parishioners know this, they may be more willing to volunteer to lead a group. This is not a Bible study, but faith sharing. There are no right or wrong answers when people share their faith. Expectations of a group leader. The group leader is expected to read each session in advance and be well acquainted with all the components. The leader is to make sure everything is ready for the prayer table and prayer rituals. Refreshments are optional. However, most groups enjoy sharing refreshments after the session. This encourages bonding and group building. If this is what the group wants to do, the leader and/or another member can provide refreshments for the first session. Group members can volunteer to provide refreshments for the subsequent sessions. Many groups like to come back after Easter and enjoy a meal together to celebrate Easter and their small faith-sharing group. The group leader is expected to call or email group members before the first session in order to make sure that each group member knows the home address where the meeting will take place and to ascertain that every person has arrived. Further, they are to make sure that group members have the resource at least a week before the first session in order for them, the participants, to be well prepared for the first session. The leader can personally give out the books, have the members pick up the books after Mass, or pick them up at the Rectory or Faith Formation Center, or however the core committee decides the books are to be distributed. Now it is time to practice group facilitation. Have group members sit in a circle of 8 to 10 persons and use the first lesson in the resource to practice. A different group leader in the small group can lead a section. One do the opening prayer, another living as disciples report, a third person asking members to read a scripture, and then another person facilitate the faith sharing questions, and finally someone can facilitate the final or lead the final prayer. Again, make sure that group leaders know that all the Sunday readings are to be read at each session. They can ask different members to take turns reading the scripture. Again, the commentary is not read or discussed at the group session. Disciples on the Journey is a Lenten lectionary resource for adult faith sharing in small groups. It is available in English and Spanish. It is sold for $30 for a pack of 10 plus shipping and handling. Since Lent is especially early this year, February the 10th, an early bird special is being offered to encourage parishes to order before January in order to be ready for Lent. What is the early bird special? For prepaid orders sent in by December the 18th, 2015, books can be purchased for $25 for a pack of 10 plus shipping and handling, a savings of $5 per pack. It's not too early to begin organizing your small groups for Lent. For more information, go to our website, www.disciplesonthejourney.org. Call toll-free 1-866-590-3688 or email dj@disciplesonthejourney.org.